guys, so sorry if I started late, like around 11 p.m. Normally, for those who come here regularly, I usually start my live streams at around 9:30, 10 p.m. when it is a Friday night. But just this once, this is a spur of the moment thing, because only now did I just realize that tomorrow would be the first round of the Racing Masters Hyundai Cup. So what I'm gonna do is... Also, wait, I have to turn on Dover Syndrome. Give me a sec. There, just leave it to 8.2 whenever I decide to open you up. But yeah, so tonight is just going to be team ranked races. So the mode that we're going here is the Masters tournament as a team. So by the way, to those who have just arrived tonight, welcome aboard. If this is your first time in the live stream, welcome to the Yogi War 34 live stream. I regularly live stream Racing Master among many other racing games out there. But for the time being, it does take priority. So if this is your first time, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't, so that you'll be notified of the next live stream, of the next update, of the next Why You Should video. I'm pretty sure half of my subscribers in my channel are here because of the Why You Should series. And Amartiag6089, how do you feel? You seem to be a newcomer to the channel. Welcome aboard. So, in case you've been living under a rock or been avoiding this because of the fishes, or you've only discovered this mode for the first time aside from regular rank races. Also before that, let me just bring back the music. There we go. The Masters tournament is a seasonal higher difficulty event, quote unquote higher difficulty, as you're facing off against really and mostly fellow racers in the ARM community. You can fight it out solo, you can fight it out as a team of 4. Though once you get to a certain rank, which is I think it's Platinum, you're only forced now to do 4-way team battles. And here you can do some coordinations with your friends, if you got any. Not saying that you don't, but let's just say in terms of competition, the competition here is a bit higher in essence. Is that the true whales do appear, and it's strict. This is a strict player versus player experience. And yes, it actually is a Hyundai Cup practice. We're using rank races as a means of Hyundai Cup practice. And I do believe this mode is the best and ideal way to do so. Now, I am not sure, like, if you want to participate as a team and if you're in a higher rank, such as Platinum, maybe the options are there where you don't get a rank up, but you can participate as a group. Or if you really want to get a rank up, you're gonna be forced into single player 4-way. So tonight I'm gonna be accompanied by Endearest Me and Tristan Leong, the Drift Pro, as respective. As you can see, the Revuelto and the Rebuilt and such, the opposing team is really sticking behind us. I'm with a Yesco, a Huayra, and a Nagera. I'm in the 4GT. And the map that we are in is Shanghai International Circuit, the halved version, in the rain. One of the benefits you are in a Masters tournament race mode is that RP gains are much higher than they are in your standard rank races, be it solo, duo, or team ranked. But also penalties are even much more severe. BB Ruby, can I add you as a friend, bro? Yeah, you could. It's easy to look up my name. It's simply Myogi, M-Y-O-G-I. Yep, okay, so that is a landslide victory for the 4 of us. Thank you very much, Jets, whoever you are. So if we go here actually to... so I believe we can still play together as long as it's within here. But from what I remember on this mode is that once we reach Platinum, either we continue on as a team or... if we continue on as a team, but whoever is Platinum could no longer gain any promotion points, or you gain promotion points, but you're going to be thrown into single player, as I've mentioned earlier. Alright, so Amarthir actually sent a question on chat. How many crates in Summer Hunt? You open many crates, but you're not getting the Pagani Huayra. I'm in the 3rd portal, but still not getting it. If you really want a guaranteed collector's tier car, you really need to beat the final Argentinian boss of the mode. We cannot guarantee what kind of car you could get. It's sad to say. So it's all RNG. If you really want the Huayra. So now here we are now in Seoul, South Korea, for Star Awakening, the home country where the Hyundai Cup is going to be held at. This would follow the same format as that of the RM 2025 Cup, or was it 2024? So now we're in a Veyron, a 911, and a another 911. So 2 911s. And also I forgot I'm the MC20, so I have a passive where I just have to keep braking until the hood turns blue, and when I initiate the passive, it grants me added acceleration through drifting. But also, this would make me even more susceptible to understeer at corner exit, because I'm gaining too much speed than more than I can attain. The 911 right in front of me, though has appeared very early in the life cycle of Racing Master, is still very competent as a limited car. Just because it's very old does not mean it's bad, as the 911 boasts really good stability, balanced cornering, and decent all-wheel drive acceleration. Okay, that was a good run. Okay, not an entire win, but at least for my convoy here, it is a 1-2-3 finish. Now, to be fair, I am not aware of the ranks of my other teammates, so I couldn't really gauge if they're already in Platinum other than me, or if they're in a promotional race. So the thing with team play is that either you compete with fellow racers, or you compete against yourselves. So again, we're gonna be in sports class at Chicago Circuit Mini. This would be a good time for me to showcase one of the banner cars, as if you've been following through the Nürburgring Masterclass, I don't think I've showcased this, because the last time I did the Masterclass, I was showcasing the Maserati MC20, the car that I used earlier. Ah, 4543, okay. Oh no, wait, that's historical hide. My bad. Correction, Trustin. We got an RFF teammate. So right now, among launches, the Veyron has one of the best launch in sports class. It guarantees you first place if there is no other Veyron in the team or in the grid. But you would immediately lose all that advantage once you get to corners, because the handling of this thing is somewhat mediocre. But it's the same way as how I described a Chiron, a Divo, and a Centodieci. The scary kind of Bugatti is the Bugatti that can actually turn. Oh, hello, what? We lost the CCX. Where was that pink CCX earlier? Either you get faced off against a threat, or you are the threat. That's what I normally see myself whenever I do rank races, either solo or as a team. So not bad. I kept pace against a NSX, but it's not an ordinary NSX. It is the NSX Initial D edition, where it can handle red drifts pretty darn well. So see, even if my performance index is much lower compared to the NSX, this NSX actually still performed way much better in a track like this. Ah yes, the dreaded reset button. We've been there. Oh wait, now I can see it. So 3347, 3742, 2278. Okay, so we're pretty far away from the benchmark. So the reason we're going for this one compared to the regular rank race is the fact that most of us have already capped out on the ranking, the highest rank attainable currently in the SEA server, which is Racing Deity 50, rank 50. So this one is Alpen Mountain Pass, and you know that you're facing up against a player if suddenly they pull out the Hyundai Pony or flex it in your face. So So this is an interesting name. Evo with STI, but it's in a BMW. Very unique. So now I'm locking myself into a certain playstyle because this car specifically demands said playstyle. This is the BMW M2. So if you've not been paying attention on the masterclass, this car heavily favors grip driving as what you're seeing right now. Sure, Arcadium, you can join in. We have one more slot available. So the one ahead of me is one of the current banner cars of this half season, which is the Subaru BRZ STI Sport. An upgraded version of the rare tier BRZ base model. The aerodynamics of this thing is unfortunately locked in, so it's not customizable visually. But it is paintable and you can put a livery on it. It boasts a much higher performance index than that of the base BRZ. However, it does suffer, handling-wise, it suffers a little bit more than its regular counterpart. And it's always compared or parred to that of the GR86, as it is in real life. So that was honestly a close match between me and Endear's BRZ STI Sport. It happens. Oh, I get extra RP. Sweet. And there we go. Another player joins us. It is Emperor Rudolph, aka Arcadium1 here on the live chat. Welcome aboard. So, if you are in an incomplete four-player race, there are moments that you may be facing off against AI-controlled accounts. Don't worry, those are not hacked. Those are not piloted. They are just, to fill in the slots, per se. But if you are in a complete 4-stack, like what you're seeing right now, higher chances you may be facing off against teams. And if ever, say, the matchmaking gets a little too long here, we might switch over to team ranked right after this race. Okay, so we got Yasumari in the center. This is extreme class. I expect this to be 2 rounds. And there's only one car that I would decide to bring if it's in Habibiland in Dubai. So by the way, if this is your first time in the live stream, please be sure to leave a like on this live video, subscribe if you haven't, and share it to your other friends who play Racing Master. And if you're ever planning to top up, please use the link in the video description to get a bit of a little discount. Am I excited for the MF Ghost collab? For the cars, yes. For the lore behind MF Ghost collab, no. Why? If you've watched my Miyogi Genuinely Reacts to MF Ghost series, you will understand why. And once the GT86, the Gunma Pride Supra, and the R35 Nismo drop, expect a Why You Should video almost as long as the initial collab video. So all 3 cars will be reviewed in one single video. So please look out for that. Watch out for that. And if you want to be notified when it would drop, just click the bell icon on the notifications. Okay, in the half season, the Yesco is the one that dominated the rankings. Up until now, actually, in the extreme class. If anyone wants my honest reaction to the MF Ghost collab, please do drop some questions as we go along on this live stream. I have so much to talk about, both good and bad. How many years before did I start playing this game? Actually, JP server at launch is when I started playing Racing Master. So when the game was still fairly new, and the PC client came in like a month or a few weeks after the mobile client was released. Sure, it was locked into the JP communities, so the only way to access it outside of JP is via QApps or APK Pure. Legitimate APK downloads places, mind you. So, alright. So while keeping this team intact, I am actually going to switch over to team rank to probably have a better queue. Because the higher we go, the harder it is for us to get some races in. It happens. The difference is between the normal team rank and the Masters team rank is the fact that in the Masters team rank, you can still choose your car. Here, you can still choose your car because the track gets selected first. Here, it's the other way around. You have to lock in your vehicle and then wait for RNG to happen in terms of track selection. So if you have a really bad car that only is good for straightaways and you get a technical map, you are screwed. And there's nothing you can do about it. Vix1311, I'm thankful there's only 3 collab cars. I'm still shamed for not getting the Hojo NSX. The Hojo NSX, the reason you might have missed is because a lot of people kept saying it's bad because they keep using the China and Taiwan server for reference. Again, please get your mind out of the Ching Chong gutter. I keep saying that, and that's my slogan. The NSX, especially in low ECU, is actually really good. It can, at ECU 0, ECU 1, can go toe-to-toe with the likes of a prime legendary such as the Lamborghini Reventon. The MF cars, are they worth getting for? Here's the thing. The Toyota GT86, outside of the MF Ghost collab, we will never, and I mean never, get the regular GT86. The closest one you can get is the MF Ghost GT86, which fortunately for us, aesthetically looks close to its stock counterpart. Because we're having Kanata Rivington's round 3 spec. So it is the one with the turbocharger and the carbon hood. The one used at the Manazuru race. With the most asinine plot ever, pre-race and post-race. So yes, please do ask questions about MF Ghost here, because you're gonna see how much rage and how every question is rage bait for the likes of me, knowing my history with MF Ghost for the past 3 seasons. Like, so much, I would say there's so little good, so much bad when it comes to MFG as a story. But in terms of everything else, I guess it's fine. That's the most I could say about it. It's fine, it's okay. But outside of that, like, the cars are great, I would at least say. How it was depicted in the anime, being so very disjointed from how Initial D was represented, is a very irky feeling. Now, if you ask me, what cars of the MFG collab are not worth getting, I would kind of at least say that the closest that I would say is not as good would probably be Senna Moriboshi's GR Supra. I know there are Supra lovers out there, they love it to death and such, but I would at least say, one, it's an SZR, not an RZ. So if you're after the RZ because of the JZA80 hype, okay, thank you for that notification, Arcadium 1. So if you're after the JZA80 hype, unfortunately, we're stuck with the SZR. We're not given the RZ, which he gets on round 4, which he also equips with the Blitz body kit. Not just that, I've seen a leak, a translation of what the passive, yes, there is a passive, what the passive at ECU1 of the GR Supra is, and they just simply said, it equips semi-slick tires. But it's too early for me to actually even judge what the contents are of these 3 collab cars on the MFG collab. I cannot say much, but I can say a lot about everything else about it. Such as, why is Ren Sayonji in the team management game mode for Taiwan and China server? Why is Ren Sayonji a selectable character? Why? The only thing she's good for is emotional manipulation, not driving. Like, she gets overly possessive to whichever girl approaches Kanata. That includes her own mother. I highly question that. They should have given that position to someone like Nozomi Kitahara, second best girl, or more like best girl before best girl arrived, but I would say she's still best girl, actual best girl in the MFG universe. Second to her would definitely be Emma Green, introduced in Season 3 latter half for Round 4, who poses herself as Kanata's ex for plot. For scandalous reasons. Like her or hate her, she kinda saved MF Ghost. The problem for me is that before Emma Green arrived, MFG was already too broken, too bad of a series to watch, that not even Emma could save MFG for me. I am also kind of surprised how equally tied the Veyron and the CCX is on a long straightway such as that. A companion would have been nice, like the one in the Attack on Titan collab. Are you sure you want Ren Sayonji to be a companion standing next to your avatar? Giving evil glares to any and every woman and or player that eyes your character? Do you want a walking red flag to approach you? I don't. Oh wait, what am I doing? I should just locked in there. I'm just surprised we got sport after sport after sport. Now, on, I guess, this user 3754, sorry, I have to remove you. I guess that user kind of lagged out in the middle of their race earlier. Yeah, in case you're wondering why Tristan Leong is giving feedback about the MF Ghost Collab cars, he's already playing it on the Taiwan China server, and that is already first-hand feedback from the likes of him. So I would say it is legitimate feedback. I would at least say that. You want Nozomi as a companion? We all do. Oh wait, right. Someone did send a invite. Let me just accept. Heisenberger. Oh. Here I was thinking. I misread Heisenberger as another surname to Mikhail Bratwurst. What was the name of that person who added me again? Oh no, wait, no. Alright, you already logged out, dude. How am I supposed to add you if you're already logged out? I wonder if they would do another racing IP collab. You know what? We'll just go a 3-man for the time being. Ren isn't that bad. I mean, she's still a teen after all. I think Emma's more toxic, but I agree Nozomi is best girl. Emma's, you know, okay, here's this thing. All right. Okay. Cracks my knuckles. Emma is toxic because she sees Ren is toxic. And between girl to girl in that scenario when Emma was first introduced in that episode where she confronts Ren while Kanata's out on the restroom, Emma's trying to help the girl get through her toxicity. And just because she is a teen does not excuse her from such behavior. Right? If she was like under 13, that can be justified. She's still in her formative years. But my god, she is 17. But we also cannot justify maturity with age. I mean, even in other media, there are other characters who are already teenagers but have already matured more than a 20 or 30-year-old. Oh my god, it's a GTR Festa. Everyone's in a 32. I'm the only 34. I'm such an outlier. Master Series R34 when? Definitely would roll. Would ECU 5. Would splurge life investments for it. She's forcing the lie that she had a relationship with Kanata, even Kanata rejects him a lot. Here's the thing, I think that is a mind game by Emma. She intentionally calls herself as Kanata's suitor so that all the attention, how can I say this, the attention goes to Kanata. That way, no one is focused on Emma when she makes a move. Because again, the focus of everybody, both viewer and competitor, because of that propaganda, there we go, that was the word that I was going for. Because of that propaganda, is gonna be all focused on Kanata. Now for the likes of Emma, that would give her a much easier method of stealing the win from everybody. Like from under everyone's noses. I would say genuinely, Emma does like Kanata. And she is aware that she is spreading such a lie for the sake of, like I said earlier, propaganda. But I would also believe that in terms of his career, of Kanata's career, Emma has her heart in the right place. BB Ruby, I'm eyeing to get the R35 of Shun Aiba. I hope that would be a good car. I am also gunning for the Aiba R35. I am not that fond of the Kanata 86 GT. I would at least get it to ECU 0 or ECU 1. While for the Aiba R35, I will definitely guaranteed splurge my funds there. Now, question, would these legendaries, would they be regular legendaries or prime legendaries? The current info that we have from the China-Taiwan server is that they're just regular legendaries with passives, as per usual Masters Edition lore. But now with the introduction of the S2000 Extreme Aero, a Master car can and cannot, or can or cannot, have a passive. Okay, so this competition is actually much more heated than I thought it would be. Is that a Gaogura for GT? So by the way, this Porsche 918 Spider I have is just the welfare reward car that we've received on a previous season. So performance-wise, at ECU 0, I would say this at ECU 2 would be more competitive than how it is right now. Because right now, it is a bit of a struggle. See what I mean by struggle? Acceleration is just not as good. Also, trust and confirm, Shun Aiba's R35 is the round 4 spec. In case you are wondering what does the round 4 spec actually look like, it is the it's the similar GTR Nismo we've seen at Season 1. It's just that it has updated fenders, the updated rear bumper, and a carbon hood. I mean carbon roof, not carbon hood, carbon roof, the black top. Probably later because Endear's back. But yeah, going back to the topic of Emma being toxic, it's mind games. It's mind play, all right? Yeah, sure, she may be just as old as Kanata, or maybe a little older, possibly. I don't know. The British growth spurt really makes you think twice on their ages. Well, Kanata is already declared on his age, so he's out. Like if you put Emma, Ren, and Nozomi in the same room, you might really mistake Emma for, you know, older, height-wise. Oh, Emperor Rudolph in the Super really barely grazed on the outer wall there. Good on him. Yeah, that corner of Harbin, Northern Night City is still one of the harder ones to execute. When do I usually go live for Racing Master? I want to join races sometimes. It's not a guaranteed schedule unless I do make an announcement, but for the most part, I do my live streams on Fridays, Saturdays, and or Sundays. I decided to do one for today because apparently some of my fellow lobby mates here are a bit nervous for the Hyundai Cup, the Racing Masters Hyundai Cup. So I'm, in a sense, helping them out. Me, I've already, this is already my third tournament tomorrow in Racing Master, and honestly, I wouldn't say I'm burned out from the competitive scene, but more like, let's say, if you play in the SEA server like very seriously, it's really easy to get burned out because of the community here. I'm sticking to the minority side of this community along with these guys, where the mindset is not to be the fastest, but rather it's to have fun. Being fast doesn't translate for us to actually do time attacks or insert Pokemon song here. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. But rather for us, it's just improving, and our only competition is our previous personal best. That way, we stay away from the burned out mindset. I once was a competitive player, and it really did a number on me in terms of the burnout side that I mentioned earlier. I knew everyone was gonna mess that up. Oh, this is 2 laps. Oh no. Oh, 2 Divos. Oh no. Great, we gotta be careful. We're struggling a bit. One's having car issues, which is normal if you main the AMG GTR. The AMG GTR does suffer a lot of car issues if you're familiar with how it behaves. If you're not too familiar with how it behaves, please do watch the Why You Should episode of the Porsche 918 Spider. Just check the playlist out on my video channel. Wow, a lot of wall tapping in that S-curve, huh? No, I can't fight the Divo here. Yeah, that was a bit of an L for us. The AMG GTR is strong, but against a field such as 2 Divos, a Yesco, and a Veneno, this is basically team passive. If you race against team passive, nah, you're gonna have a hard time. The only one with the passive on our side is just the Veneno. Every one of us is just a normal legendary. Yeah, that's pretty much true. The AMG GTR does hate elevation change, and it doesn't help the fact that it has a tendency to also snap oversteer. That's like one of the harder things to appreciate the AMG GTR about. But if you got it early game, you basically won the race. Okay, as you can see here, in a map such as San Francisco Mini, I have a better chance to gain closer to the Veyron. Like once we get to the hard U-turn and the S-curves, that is where I can take out the Veyron in its own game, build the gap in the corners before it gets a chance to recover with its blistering acceleration on a straight road. Now, to counter this, the Veyron must, and I mean must, drift early on a very low angle. If it cannot manage its drift angles properly, it's gonna bleed out more speed, giving me more time to actually build a gap. Are there any other Filipinos here in the chat? I'm pretty sure Arcadium's one of them. Alright, probably after this next race, one of these three are gonna field out, as I'm inviting over a special guest to join in. Oh, hardy har har! Our first team battle! We're screwed! So this is a common culture. This is a common gaming culture for the likes of racing games such as Racing Master. If you see that little dot, next to their IGN names, that's normally the abbreviation for a team. And if you see four people in the same team with the same team initials, oh boy, this is an actual team race now. This one at least guarantees everyone is a player. And in classic rank race fashion, everything is blind. As in, the map, the car you choose, the car they choose. So it's a matter of really good luck if you really want to win on a team battle. And aside from high RP gains that you could actually get from such races, the recognition is the closest enough you can do it. Now, if you decide to take that outside of the racetrack, that's more of a you problem. So team strategizing actually comes in when you're doing team rank races. It's not just in tournaments. It's not just in official RM events. Even in simple team battle races such as this, you can use the in-game voice chat, or you could have your platform of your own, especially if you are playing in the PC client. Like for example, if say I am on a Discord voice chat with RFF Super Leo, Trustin Leong, I can instruct him, direct him to either hold the lead or let me join his slipstream. I say that, and then I got passed by almost everybody. I messed up on the last corner. So from my second place finish, I dropped down to, what did I drop into? 5th place. Classic. But yeah, if we see the stats here, RFF Super Leo is in a ECU 0 Veyron. We were up against an ECU 1 Reventon, ECU 2 570S, ECU 1 4C, and an ECU 2 R35 Winds of Freedom. Now, the Winds of Freedom, mind you, even if it has a really high performance index, I would say the R35 is not one of the best cars to use. Oops, sorry. Alright, I can actually, you know what, while we're waiting for our special guest here, I can grant one race. Then I'll have to field you out, Amartya 07. 1 or 2 races. Oh, we got Forza Horizon 5. So it's a 3 team plus 1. That loaded quite on cue, I would just like to say. So Mexico Urban Circuit, if you are not familiar, this is one of the maps currently on this season that gives the highest RP. So if you get Mexico Urban Circuit, you really gotta bring your A game. And if you get a hard competition, that would also net you higher RP. If you are the competition, you have to destroy everyone to get higher RP. Trustin, let me ride your slipstream. I need my mariachi band. Okay, I kind of placed her there, but at least I got 205 RP. And, okay, there we go. Win. If the Supra fell off, oh boy, that would have been a tie. I'm just waiting for one particular person. There she is. Alright, so Amartya, sorry, I have to pull you out first because I have a guest that I wanted to pull in. And there she is. Welcome, one and all everyone, to one of the other faces of Racing Master SCA, Nitishri, aka Prime Nitty. He's a fellow content creator of mine for the Racing Master SCA server. And I will leave it at that before I go TMI and she kills me off screen. So actually I'm thinking of keeping this. Okay, wait, where is not a club? There we go, group. Yeah, in case you're not aware, this game has a social aspect too. So if guys you're maybe wondering, am I premeditating this? I would say yes. So at least we're gonna last, I would at least say I would last this stream up until 1 AM of races, so we got ourselves 1 hour more. Featuring Nitishri herself joining us in. In case you also wanted to support her, her main platform is TikTok, so I would be leaving her TikTok link in the video description. I will update it at the end of this live stream. I'll also share it on live chat in a moment. Since when did Nitty, since when did you pull for the Yesco? Okay, something happened. Somebody may have pressed the reset button. Just saying. Or maybe that was me who got disconnected. I'm gonna put a bit of a challenge marker on my end here. I'm gonna stick to this ECU 0 low tier 918 Spider until I max it out. Okay, so everyone suddenly had some technical issues. So we're waiting for them to come back in. Nitty got her controller disconnected slightly. I got a bit of some network disconnection for a brief moment, which kind of disconnected me out of Discord. And Truston's game crashed. So we're waiting for the queues to kick in. And then we'll move on to the next heat in this training montage, per se. Alright, let me just at least open. Say hi. Well, hi. Okay. What's my Chiron tune? Vix1311. My Chiron tune is 33232. There we go. Now the party is complete. Just waiting for trust to kick in, and then we'll start the next race. Alright, her TikTok handle. Give me a moment here, guys. While we're queuing in for the next race. This is the power of accidentally claiming the traffic overtake car. I swear, guys, I was only gunning for the NSX and then I accidentally clicked the claim button. I did not mean to do that. And now I have an ECU3 Chiron. And I'm also next saving up for the legendary mall Chiron copy. And once Summer Hunt ends, I'm also gonna claim my other Chiron. That way, I'm already at ECU 5. It's not enough. It's no use. In a technical... Whoa! Hey, yo! I thought Leo had it! Now you see, guys, why I put Nitty in such high regard. This is the power of somebody who's a true bona fide content creator of RM. Like, the reason why I did not invested much time in the earlier seasons of ARMS because I was so focused on JP server during the time. I think we had the SAO collab event on JP when SEA server just launched. That's why Nitty had a lot of head starts in terms of skill development. And it's just gonna get higher from here, the more that she is around. So we're now at Alpen Circuit. Our opposing team would be a BMW Z4, an Evo 3, an Amira. I cannot identify the last car. And the Amira is one of those cars that are rare to see this late in the game. Oh, and the Trueno. If I get spooked... Oh god. I lagged. How did I just lag earlier? What the hell, game? My game system just lagged. I was at 3rd and then I dropped to 8th. One thing's for sure I could say about standard class. The initial D collab cars have broken standard class. No, seriously, what the heck happened on my run earlier? After the first corner, suddenly my game system just froze and then I ended up in last place. That was weird. That was odd. Okay, just waiting for Endear to queue in and then we shall start the next round. Mexico celebration moment, the other circuit, and we get a high ECU Veyron. You know it's high ECU because this body kit is from the kit store, and normally to roll for it, if you do not have the kit tickets, you gotta spend some real money. And of course, the Veyrons are gonna lead. But not for long. No, seriously, the Veyron and the CCX are kinda equal. It looks like the Veyron be fading fast. Their Veyron, not our Veyron. Truston, let me ride your slipstream. I need my mariachi band again. I oversteered. Yeah, that was one tricky corner there on that map of Mexico on celebration moment. Wow, 1 second compared to my previous personal best. Yes, unidentified soldier 4112. It is the Veyron Super Sport. We now have a Veyron. The nerfed Veyron, the Gran Turismo Group 4 Veyron. It needed to conform to sports class standards, so it has been nerfed. From its 1,000 something horsepower engine down to 600-700-ish. Should I swap? Yeah, you know what? Maybe I shall. I want to check what everyone else is fielding in. Yesko, Benino, Laugh. Should I up my Yesko? Nah, I'll leave my Yesko as is. Sheeran it is. Yeah, unidentified soldier 412. Just also want to say that by August 20th, the game will be updated again. And the game would be giving us the MF Ghost collaboration. The cars that would be arriving would be the GT86 GT, MFG version round 3, the GR Supra SZR, MFG version round 3, and the R35 GTR Nismo MFG version round 4. More details to that will happen once the update goes live, as I will be reviewing all 3 cars alongside my lobby mates here, especially Nitishri, who we reviewing the cars as well. And expect that as its single release video of Why You Should MFG Edition. Oops! I understeered. Why? I have so much ground to cover. I thought I could just let the car slide out, and then I slid out too much. I was holding first place so well. What the heck, me? Fourth, I'll take it. Any tips for Traffic Overdrive? Feels like an RNG fest because it is an RNG fest. Now, for Traffic Overdrive, there are specific coins that... Not specific coins. Specific buffs that you need to get depending on what you want. You can either focus on performance-based coin buffs. You can get performance-based buffs, you can get coin buffs, you can get damage buffs. Now, the big deal with Traffic Overdrive is that the higher your score, the better your quote-unquote speed would be. Trust us, because I hit the goddamn wall when I should not be hitting the goddamn wall. I can't believe I'm screwing up in front of Nitty. Damn it! I keep minimizing that. I'm not supposed to minimize my interface either. All right, I'm still in the CCX. I forgot. I should fill out my initial DFD in a moment. Oh, it's Silver Sand. I thought it was a Glimmering Island. If it's Glimmering Island, we would have gotten the good sprint. Ooh, 198. Nice. Hitting the wall. Not nice. I overbraked. Very not nice. Oh my god, I just realized I had the funny Gen Alpha number on my CCX. Ooh, another Alpine circuit, but this time in extreme class. Oh boy, I am screwed. I'm in the Bugatti. Expect me to come in last, guys. Now, would I place last or would I at least be middle of the grid? I don't think I am going to be in first place. That would be either for the Yesco or for the Huayra. The most I can get close to first place is here. That's a lot of wall hits. The fact that they beat 3 out of 4 of Super Velos in Chiron in Alpen is quite acceptable in my book. But like I said, it either goes to the left, the Huayra, or the Yesco. And apparently the Yesco takes third place. That leaves the Huayra getting the top. I mean the left getting the top. And on that note, I'm fielding out the Chiron. With something better or something worse. Something worse. I should have been in my Veyron for this. Ah yes, I forgot. The supracopium. Ow, the oversteer. The red Koenigsegg. Ow, the oversteer. I felt that. Ride his slipstream. Because he's doing the same to the Jaguar. The F-Type is such a dark horse. Look at that. It gains slipstream better than a prime legendary such as the CCX. Not bad for third. But had it not been for the taps, I could have gotten closer to the red Koenigsegg. I swear, I thought we got the extreme class earlier because I feel the Agera. And I'm like, this is gonna be a perfect time to be in the Yesco. Oh, no, wait. I think I should field out and switch to... Yeah. I'm switching to the Lambo. Oh, great. Extreme class in Chongqing. And I'm in the lowest, weakest car currently in the roster. I'm not saying weak as in bad, weak as in compared to everybody else here. Oh, it's Riverside. Okay. I just gotta survive up until the river. If this was ECU too, this could have been more close to everybody. Gotcha there, Revuelto! Trapped you! I needed another Mexico urban circuit for that. Yes, I'm stuck in hard mode. Or not. And here, we're waiting on you. There we go. Okay, so we got Tokyo now. Time to redeem my my humiliating loss in Indianapolis. Oh no, it's Sleepless City. I do not like this variation. Personal opinion. Oh, good lord, Nitty's right behind me. Jump scare. Oh no, I lagged. That's why I was avoiding hitting gear 1. Cause I'm lagging. My engine is lagging. Would it be more humiliating if Nitty was right behind me and she was just ECU 1 or ECU 0? It's like the Takumi versus Nakazato race all over again. Mind you, the 34 fares better if you keep your revs in the lower RPM, not downshifting to the lower gear. Hey, nice. 193. Improving on the 34. Maybe I could max it out to 199, 200-ish? Oh yes, definitely, Trustin. Are the upcoming collab cars good? Asked by... Wait, let me ask it. What was your A86's ECU? I just jinxed myself. Whoop, and I whoop. That spilled. That was an embarrassing Miyogi moment. Alright, just in case you guys wondered, you could refresh the page. I've already added in Nitty's TikTok link on the video description. If you want to follow her, support her. You can support me on the YouTube platform, but if it's TikTok that you're more comfortable with or outside of the live stream, go on Nitty's page. Do support her. She likes genuine supporters. Ah yes, extreme, the most extreme map ever. Did you know the highest top speed I attained here was 385 in the long straight on extreme class? I just realized this is a lot of Yeskos. It's like an entire team of Yeskos. Oh, no, wait. 3 Yeskos and a laugh. We got 2 Yeskos, a laugh, and a Veneno. Oh, no, wait. It's just 2 Yeskos. So it's just 4 Yeskos in total. Oh my god, this is such a cramped race. Now this is racing. Okay guys, we're getting to the long straight. Nobody mess up. Time to break the 400 km/h barrier. Good lordy! Oh no, you don't, Wyra. I needed to be in that slip. That was intense. 1 minute 50 on the dot. A 49. I'm close to breaking the sub 50 barrier. What was her EC? Oh. 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 No wonder she over dominated in the Yesco. Hey, at least thanks to Nitya, I got up to 3 points. So there is the performance diff. 1 ECU difference is already big for the likes of the Koenigsegg Jesko. Fun fact, 90% of RM players in this stream probably know that you can grip in this game instead of just drifting. Exactly. And Deer's already claiming he's only going to be gunning for the Kanata 86. If you've been watching earlier, I've already declared I'll be gunning for each car, but more priority on the Nismo R35. The most underappreciated map ever in Red Bull. The Finger. I overextended. Oh, look at that Jag go. As soon as the XJ220 gets momentum, it just flies. Doesn't escape the fact that it's ECU 4 and I'm just 0. Yep, call that ECU 4. 888. And you'll get +2. Not bad. Right, so we're down to a 3-way left. Yeah, so this one I'm just trying to confirm. So yeah, wait, I gotta ask. Basement 909. Bro, is collab any good? I should go for collab or go for Zonda 5 and save. Soju Bobby, yes, you can join on the next heat. We still got 20 minutes after this Shanghai City race. You can join right after this one. Or pretty much just join in. And then you'll be in the lobby once we enter the next race. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at them names just fly by. Oh my god, this is gonna be a tight race. Oh, great! NFD, what are the odds? Oh, the smoothest on Nit is 8.6 though. No, wait, that wasn't her. Yeah, get on my slipstream, man, there. Let me get on your slipstream, Fuji Water. Slide, friend, slide! Slide, my S2000! A little more. Get closer. Ah, I tried. Ooh, so close. Those are some high ECU RX-7s. You know what? Let's just check out their... Let us check out their ECUs. ECU 4, 2, 3. Okay, okay, yeah, I have no chance. Everyone's in an initial D edition car except me. Oh, PSG surrender. Oops. Oh, Surrender actually joined. Sorry about that, Soja Bobby. Don't worry, there's still time. We still got 15 minutes left. So hopefully, if say Endear dips early or or Surrender gets to, go out right after, then I'll be able to, field you in, Soju Bobby. Tactician XD9, do I have a schedule for streaming? I mentioned it earlier, it's either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, not guaranteed. It depends on my schedule, depends on my availability. But when I am available, it's always on those 3 dates. Okay, a much fairer competition. Earlier, everyone was in an Initial D edition car. And as we have confirmed earlier, Initial D edition cars are hella broken. So no car outside... How it says, no car outside of the Initial D cars could beat an Initial D car. Unless they are like low ECU. Like the RX-7 alone as a Prime Legendary is already the only competent one against an Initial D edition car. So the fact that the R34 didn't get enough love performance-wise compared to its other JDM counterparts really says a lot. But I wouldn't say it's a bias, but I'd rather say it's more of a performance diff. The GTR being an all-wheel drive already merits it a lower top speed, followed by its heavy weight because of its Atessa ETS system merits it mid-handling. The only thing it has going for is acceleration on the earlier RPMs. Like, watch, this 32 is gonna boost any minute now. Any minute now. Hell, the only non-legendary that can par to an Initial D edition car is the GR Supra and anything beyond it. Like the M3 CSL, the BRZ STI, what else is coming out? The Stradale. Oh wait, the Stradale is a legendary car pack here. I forgot. Ooh, the acceleration though. I think I cracked the code for the 34. Did I play the GR Super in China server? I do not have a China server account. You just want to tune in on every stream to make my day a little better? Aw, thank you so much, Tactician XD9. Let's see. You know what? Let's actually improve on my M2. I felt a little challenged by Madame Nitty. Sure, she was not... I wouldn't say she was holding back, but rather the M2 in a high-speed stage such as Yas Marina Sunset, the M2 is a bit inferior compared to the other tier cars. The M2 fares best if the map is on a balanced technical side, unlike a high-speed stage such as Yas Marina. Unidentified Soldier, topmost OP initial D cars in my opinion. Keisuke Efini, Takumi 86, Hojo NSX, Nakazaru R32. I would not count the Go Hojo NSX into that lineup because it would be unfair to compare a sports class car to that of a standard class car, even if, say, people have already confirmed that it performs better. Because at ECU 5, with the passive of the F1 monocoque VTEC of the NSX will destroy the FD. So if we're keeping it within the class rankings, it's just the FD, the 86, and the R32 in that order. Yes, I know this is a Murcielago because of the Liberty Walk body kit, but I want to give this a unique nickname just because of the amount of Lamborghini references we're getting out of this. I wonder who could propose a good name for this Lamborghini if this body kit is equipped. Do not call it a Murcielago. Okay, so if you remember when I mentioned in my SLS review that it performs similarly to the AMG GTR but more on the balance side, you're looking at it right now courtesy of PSG Serendi. I would temper my expectations until I see the actual ECU of that thing. Ooh, I beat my personal best by a second. It wouldn't let me see. Unfair game. I want to see the ECU on that thing. Off bloody course! Of course Serendi's gonna win. It's at ECU 5. There's no way I'm gonna catch up to that. Or am I? Let's see. I'd field back the GT. So okay, so it's 3 ECU 5s in this round. I'ma amp the difficulty. Unidentified soldier, would you laugh if I say that I was gunning for the Keisuke FD, but in the process, the game just keeps giving me the AE86 Takumi. I accidentally ECU 5 the AE86 Takumi. Emphasis on accidentally. This is a bad time for me to switch from the Yesco. What a bad time for me to field out the Yesco. Okay, I was not expecting to ride the inner wall. Ow! I regret nothing. I was following Nitty's line. The oversteer in the 4GT though. Will redeem in lap 2. Can't chase a Yesco, but I at least can beat the Divo. Redeemed. This is gonna be a really bad decision on my part. Everyone goes Yesco for the sake of performance. Me stays with the 4GT. How does one accidentally ECU 5 a car? Tell that to the devs for putting the Trueno and the FD in the same banner. Like in one banner, you get 2 cars. That's how it happened. That's how I accidentally ECU 5 the Trueno. So Jobabi, just to share, in the JP server, I also had intentions of maxing out the Hojo NSX in my JP account. I did not regret it. Imagine if RM had its own version of the Supreme shirt, and that's what my character's wearing, and then I win a race with the M2, and you know what I'm gonna say? This is the power of grip. While wearing a no means necessary North Face jacket. No, performance diff, why? Oh, jump! I lost speed from the jump. I lost speed from the jump, what the heck? Oh, we kinda lost. Yeah, I jumped and I lost speed. Hey, but at least I got it up to 209. I thought this is a score I can only get with the Mexico circuit map. Didn't expect it to hit it with the suburbs half map. Okay, there we go. So I do believe with these estimates times, it's now 12:55 a.m. We're good with 2 final races in this session. At least you guys can see an ECU 5XJ220 in the works. At Sicily Beach of all places, why? And I bet Nitty's R35 is also ECU 5 at this point. I could be wrong. Maybe it's ECU 3. Like ECU 3, if you don't splurge much on the game, is the most attainable ECU you can get for the R35 GTR. Do not keep it at ECU 0. Oh god, 198 already? In a non-Mexico map? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the weakness of the SLS. Top speed. The weakness of the XJ220? Body length. I have a huge feel. Oh, ECU 3. I called it. It's decent, but against a high ECU lore, I mean, high ECU environment such as this, highly doubt that you'd actually survive. Okay, and for that, you know what? I'm taking it out. I'm taking it out. I'ma ruin my RP's career. Wait, you know what? Let's do it. Let's actually lock it in. Let's lock it in, guys, girls, others. Let's lock it into extreme. This has been an extreme stream because of the competition. What better way to end it with an extreme race? Our final race would be at Shanghai City Artistry. Oh boy. This is a bad map for my CLK. Everyone's in a yes go. I had yes go and then I changed my decision. Why? I wanted to end with everyone. I wanted to share the same race car as Diddy. Wait, what? I had to change my mind at the last moment. At least someone's in a 4 GT. Well, there goes the Cento. There goes the GT. There goes my win streak. There goes my clean RP bonus. At least I get to stick in front of Nitty behind her. Good way to end. Good way to end. We still win. We still win. Among the extreme grip cars, it's the CLK, the Veneno, and the Zenvo TSRS. Hey, at least I still get to keep top 50. I'll take it. Okay, wait. Let me just. Okay, giving GGs to everybody. So that actually is the end of the stream. Wait. Encore. One last. Hold up. Somebody I know was with Soju Bobby, get in here! There you go. Okay, one last. Absolutely one last. For the sake of Soju Bobby, who stayed all the way until the end of the live stream. Which also means I'ma field in the new king of grip. Okay? An encore! I promise Soju Bobby he joined the race, and I will deliver! Right? Disadvantageous to me because I wanted to sleep, but I gave my word. So this is the final encore race with Soju Bobby, Nitty, and PSG Surrender. We'll take it. Barcelona Mini. A race is a race. A map is a map, even if it's small. Map is map, even if mini. I yes code earlier. I think I've had my fill. I already got destroyed by Nitty in Shanghai Circuit full course. Do I really need another? Okay, that's it. Switching strats. Yeah, this Huayra in front of me, definitely ECU 5. Everybody, LaFerrari in 918. Yeah, this is an ECU 5 comp. Oh, chance. Let me at least beat the My hopes are welcome to my hopes and dreams dashed and ruined. Well. This is what I get for saying encore when I said I would already go. But to be fair, this is a bona fide whale team. If you don't believe me, let's look at their stats, and I am preserving my RP for this. Yep, ECU 5, ECU 5, ECU 5. Really? I lost on ECU 1, Huayra? Well. Yeah, now we can all dip. Alright, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to our special guest of this session, Nitishri, for joining. Thank you for joining PSG Surrender on fielding in after RFF Super Leo left. We also like to thank Endear Is Me for joining in as well in the competition earlier. This is pretty much serves as his training arc of sorts. Print screening. Why do I keep doxing myself on live? But anyway. So thank you so much to everybody who joined in on this session, who joined and watched this session. We had a lot of really good games. Thank you for being patient, Soju Bobby, but I'm also sorry we got pitted in against a full whale enemy team having ECU 5 everything, well, except for that Huayra that you easily beat alongside Surrender and Nitty. But that's besides the point. 2 ECU 5 LaFerraris, that is no longer fun. Unless you are also in an ECU 5 LaFerrari. But anyway, so what's going to be happening tomorrow is that if you have not participated in the qualifiers or if you have not heard of the recent news, the Hyundai Cup for Racing Master is going to start tomorrow. Your boy would be fielded in on 10 p.m. tomorrow night or tonight. That's 2200 hours. That is 10 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. The other groups will be happening on earlier time slots. I believe the earliest would be 8:30 in the evening. So if you have any friends of yours who are in Group 1 onwards, do support them. Group 128 would be having the 10 p.m. slot. That's where I'm going to be in. And Me is also going to be having their session would also be happening, I do believe, here, I guess. Well, let me just double check, cause Endir's name, Group 123C, Group 123C. There we go, 123C. Yeah, also happening at 10 p.m. So apparently the Philippine bracket would be happening at 10 p.m. Philippine Standard Time tomorrow evening, and round 2 would be happening on Sunday at the same time slot. So as with the previous RM Cup formats, this would be a first to 4. Top 4 will advance to the next round, and then top 4 will advance to the next round again. And when we get to round 4, which is going to happen next week, Saturday, I believe, only 2 people will advance to round 4. No, correction. Only 2 people... Right, only 2 people will advance on round 3. Fielding in on round 4 against Group 125. And then round 5 would conclude the top 256. I think, yeah, the top 256. The final round on Sunday next week, on the 16th, that would bring them over to the next heat, which is the promotional stage, where that number is going to be dropping down from 256 to 128 players. It's going to keep on going if we check the schedule here. So promotional stage will happen on the 21st of August to the 23rd, followed by the 28th to the 30th, and then the rest of the promotional stage promotion would also happen on... This is up until top 128 on these 6. And then this one would be dropping the numbers from 128 down to 64, I believe, or much lower. So because the Grand Finals will only have the top 8 of the server participating, alongside the top 8 of Japan, the top 8 of LATAM, the top 8 of South Korean server. I'm not sure if I think Taiwan as well. Top 8 of Taiwan also. Which kind of explains why everybody is surprised that a lot of Hyundai cars are dropping. And for the sake of SEA server, returning. If we go here on the Expo banner, we would see that there is an exclusive Hyundai banner here. A special event limited Expo. Although it is not exclusive to just the Hyundai cars, other vehicles can also be claimed during the gacha. The best ones being the CLK Strassen version for Extreme, the Alfa Romeo 4C Spider, and the Ferrari Roma for Sports. And for Standard, obviously the R34. But do not scoff at the Hyundai Pony sedan. It may have a low performance stat at the beginning, but it over exceeds the R34 in maximum ECU performance stats. So this is a bit of a dark horse, and whenever we're facing off against pure PvP, not against AI, we will fight. If you see a Hyundai Pony there, you know that's a fully invested Hyundai Pony. Speaking of the Hyundai Pony, if you participate by simply just voting for which player you think would advance to the next round, the top 4 players to advance to the next round, if you gather enough guest coins, you can, and if you also bought the Master Pass, a Battle Pass I mean, the Deluxe Battle Pass, which only costs $9.99, that's roughly $10, that is roughly 500 to 600 Philippine pesos, you can get a guaranteed copy of the Hyundai Pony sedan. If you do not have it in your garage, it would be your first drop. If you already have it, that is a guaranteed ECU. By just simply trading coins. Get the Battle Pass, claim your dailies, you instantly get the Hyundai Pony. Now, if you're still not satisfied, you can go to the shop, earn enough coins, 100,000, and you can claim your second copy of the Hyundai Pony. And if you have more than 1980 times 5 diamonds, gems, the premium gems, the ones that can be bought with real money if you have enough money to splurge for a virtual 3D car model. Then you can ECU 5 the Hyundai Pony sedan and experience 823 performance index points. But if that does not tickle your fancy, you can still get some additional 1,000 diamonds here on the deluxe shop. 20 limited free ticket rolls, which, because this is gonna carry over into the next update on the 20th, you can save these tickets. So that's 40 polls. 40 polls and 1,500 diamonds for the deluxe mall. And if you add this one, 80 polls for the general mall. If you have earned enough guest coins and traded them, that already guarantees you 80 polls for the MF Ghost collaboration happening next season. Also, if you're after customization, you can get kit blind box tickets here. That way you do not need to spend on any premium gems. You can just simply collect these, get a 10 roll. Or alternately, what I could recommend if you are after customization parts, you can just roll for the off-road banner. Why I say the off-road banner? If you trade your pulls, as in every pull you get some let's wait for it. Expo coins. You can trade them for up to 3,000 kit coins that you could use to trade for any body part or any body kit that you want from the kit coin shop. And last of them all, just a further reminder for those who have just started playing Racing Master, do participate in the Summer Hunt Daily, because it is your chance to take home a free legendary car of your choosing. Now, to claim legendary cars, you simply have to play the Summer Hunt, which is a bit like the Snowden if you've watched my previous live stream. And any cars that you bank after the session, you could select them here and pick what car you want. I'm obviously gonna gun for the Bugatti Chiron. I know that is a bad choice because people will say, get the Huayra, get the P1, get the Centodieci. What else is there? Get the Vulcan, get the GR Supra, get the Elantra if you're a collector, get the Challenger if you're a collector. I want the Chiron, okay? I don't care if it's bad on the performance index. I want the Chiron. I'm getting it. I'm 2 ECUs away from ECU 5. Speaking of other ECUs, another game mode, which by the way, this has only lasted until the August the 20th. Another game mode that you can get a free ECU car is here on Traffic Overdrive, which is a bit like Subway Surfers, if you're familiar with that mobile game. Where here, you just have to collect enough wins. You get up to a maximum of 5 wins per playthrough of Traffic Overdrive. I was about to say Subway Surfers. 5 wins for every session of Traffic Overdrive. And in random order, you can get any of these vehicles that are available. I got the Chiron by accident. Okay? Bite me. So you can even get any of the permanents. Among the limiteds, there is the newly dropped FK8 Civic Type R, the Honda S2000, which just recently got dropped back into the banners. Unfortunately, it's still not available on the regular Permanent Expo. The Acura NSX got added to the Permanent Expo, explaining its absence on the limited banners. Among limiteds, you can get the Chiron, the 911 Cabriolet, the Roma, the Gallardo, the Zara, the R32, Hachiroku. If you do not want to pay for the Car Mega Pack, you can get your 911 964 Carrera 4 here. You can also get the 918 Spider, the Agera RS, the Aventador, the SLS AMG, the Diablo, an extra copy of the Beetle, and the Lotus Emira. Now, the cars that drop in Traffic Overdrive is all RNG based, and currently you may get duplicates. So if you really want that car and you're still not getting it, you just have to continue playing Traffic Overdrive. And unlike Summer Hunt, there is no game per day limit. You just need patience and a lot of luck. That's all I have to say on that one. And just to help you guys out with regards to gaining some funding for the MFG collaboration, participate in the Extreme Aero Honda S2000 Limited Master Series. Just go up the ranks as high as you can. You can get up to 1,000 or 1,100 diamonds by just simply playing. If you did not roll for the S2000 Extreme Aero, you would be given an ECU 0 20 out of 25 upgraded rental S2000 Extreme Aero. Same case can be said for the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, where you just simply participate. If you do not own the car, it would give you a 20 out of 25 tuned rental car. And that way, by just participating and get to a certain rank, as high as you can get up to 1,100 gems. But say you own it, you have ECU 5, you want to destroy the competition and kill it, you can get to as high as 2,000 diamonds if you reach top 1. Okay? And other methods, a Masters Tournament, if you have not participated back then, this is your way in the earlier stages of gaining some legendary keys that guarantees you any random vehicle, not of your choosing, but it is a legendary vehicle. So at least on the start, if you play it again, you no longer have that privilege. It's just a better, faster way to gain higher RP. Off-road, this is gonna take a while, so I'd skip off-road if I were you, unless you're an off-road guy. And that's about it that I could say in preparation for the upcoming update that we would be getting on August 20th. So in case those who have just arrived, just like to remind you again, on August 20th, other than the continuation of the RM Hyundai Cup, MF Ghost is collaborating with Racing Masters next season. The following cars will be available for the expo, which is Kanata's GT86 or 86 GT for standard class. For sports class, we have Senna Moroboshi's GR Supra and Shun Aiba's R35 GTR Nismo 2024 round 4 version. So all three cars, I suspect, would all have passives, but thankfully for us, they are not Prime Legendaries, they are Master Edition cars. So the rate of Master Edition cars is the same as that of the normal Expo banner cars. Meaning, say you wanted to roll for the Kanata 86, but you still didn't get it after some number of pulls. If you have 120 pulls, then that also guarantees you one copy or your first copy of the Kanata 86. If you're after Senna Moroboshi or Shun Aiba's car, the GR Supra or the R35 Nismo, it will only cost you... No, wait, this is a bad example. Better example. If you're after the sports class cars, the GR Supra, the R35 Nismo, it will only cost you 160. And by the way, for Extreme Class is not left behind. Technically, it would still be an MFG collaboration because we are getting a late release of the Aston Martin Vantage, the very same model used by Emma Green. Now, what other things we would be getting in the collaboration other than the collab cars? Just give me a moment here and let me just pull up the key visual. Okay, wait, let me just also load up my desktop for you guys to see. Where is desktop? I can't see my desktop. Can I turn off RM on... Oh wait, I can just do Edge. Yeah, I can just do Edge. Give me a second here, guys. There we go. So if I hide RM... Oh, no, wait. Why hide RM? I can just move Edge higher. Where's Edge? Okay, so let me get it for you. There you go. Alright, sorry that took a while. But anyway, what I'd like to showcase here. So this is the key visual from the China and Taiwan server. But easily, this would also be the same ones that would be dropping for the JP server. So, sorry if it's misaligned, but if you can see here, we have Kanata's 86 GT for standard, round 3 spec. We have the GR Supra, round 3 spec, or pretty much Senna Moroboshi's debut. And we have the R35 Nismo from round 4 because of the fender gills and the black roof. This is Shun Aiba's replacement for round 4. We can also get, I believe this is a number plate banner of the 86 GT. Not the number plate, the nameplate banner for the 86 GT. An avatar frame of MF Ghost. We'll also get trials for the GR Supra for you to try out at ECU 0. And we can also get the numbers for MF Ghost, for MFG that we can put into our cars from 0 up until 9. However, do note that pick wisely, because if you use it already on one car, you cannot use the same decal on a different car. So it is locked to the car of your choosing. The character card system from Initial D collaboration will be coming back. So safe to say, almost everyone from the Godly 15. I say almost because I did the math. This is not Godly 15. We only got Godly 12. We get around Godly 12 and Ren. Alright? You can feel the disappointment in my voice when I say that. We will also have the MFG challenge. Currently, I think we will be getting Kanata and Senna challenges. China-Taiwan server has it around Tokyo's map layouts. I don't know if that would be the same for the Japanese and for the SEA server. Maybe we'll get that one as well. Maybe not. We may get something different. And additionally, we'll also get additional cosmetic kits for your vehicles, like stickers. So that also includes the Dream Project stickers you can see here, which was in Senna Moroboshi's GR Supra. We'll also get a voice pack. I would be surprised if they got all of the cast, not just Kanata Seiyu, not just Moroboshi Seiyu, not just Aiba Seiyu, and God forbid, not just Ren Seiyu. No offense to Ren's voice actor, I just really don't like the character. We can also get the 86 GT avatar frame, and also the backdrop banner. So when you're doing profile previews on yourself, you can have the avatar, the profile banner of Senna's Supra and Kanata's 86 doing a parallel drift with each other. You can also get the chat. How can I say this? The message box when you're doing chats with your friends, close ones, or team rivals. And there will be an outfit banner from, you can see here on the right. We can get the MFG Angels uniform, and we can get E. Heinanen's uniform for some odd reason. And we can get Mikhail Balenciaga's racing uniform as well. Yes, we do not have Mikhail Balenciaga as an avatar, but we can at least have his race suit. So yeah, that is it for all that is coming out on the next update. And what would be happening this weekend. So if you have already joined in and you are part of the top 4,096, best of luck to you all. If you are not part of the top 4,096, play the game as per usual and do participate in the guest coins to claim your free Hyundai Pony sedan if you're able to save up to 100,000 guest coins. And look forward to the next update of the game. And that's all from me. This is Miyogi saying I will see you guys in the next update. Good night.